Hi, it's Karen here. Thank you for joining me. Today I thought we would paint this easy, loose, fun, abstract landscape in watercolour with a limited palette. I'll put all the materials that I use in the description below, and I'll also put the colours that I use in the description below, because a few of you have asked me what colours I'm using, so I'll pop that down there for you as well. So this is what we're going to be painting today, so let's get started. Today I'm going to be using a square format, so I've just taped my watercolour paper down with some washi tape, but you're expecting me to kind of work horizontally, but we're going to change things up a little bit. I'm just going to show you a really super and easy tip. Really, it's really working intuitively, so it's more freeing. So anyway, here we go. I'm just going to just lightly wipe my brush with some clear with some clean water, and then just down the center I'm just dropping in some nice clean water. Now I've got my paints here, so I'm working straight from the pan. So here we go. I'm just literally dropping in my paint and letting it work with the water that I've put down, and just letting it do its thing, and then just down the middle. It's as simple as that. Now I'm going to just going to put some more water down. Okay, you might need some tissue to hand if you need to blot. So I've got mine ready, and all I'm doing is I'm just moving that paint that we've put down with some water. It's quite wet and you can see that it's blooming. So if you just take your tissue or your paper towel and just blot it out. Okay, now I'm going to go into a blue, and I'm just literally going to just drop that in. I'm really not thinking about this overly. I'm not overthinking this. I'm just dropping this in. I want the paint to react with the paper, with the paint. Sorry, I want the paint to react to the water that I've put down. So I'm using a creamier consistency of paint, and as you can see, I've really loaded my brush up. Now I'm just dropping that in to that center line that we've done. Okay, and I'm just letting that bleed out. All right, don't be precious with this. Just, you know, just do these lovely strokes, and we're working almost like an ink. When we were children, we used to do those ink paintings where you'd work in the middle. It's kind of that thing, really. I'm just taking that out because that was bleeding a little bit too much, and I do want some kind of control. Now I'm just going to take those. I'm just going to take out those. I've got some. They're kind of like well, they're air bubbles, really. So what I'm going to do with the back of my brush, or if you want to, you can use a pencil, and just with the side of your pencil, just do a line across, and that kind of will help us. Now I'm going to put a different value of red in, because these are kind of the colours that we're working with at the moment. So these are our palettes that we're using. Now if you want to have a little bit more water, absolutely, you just go in and just drop these lovely dots of water along your line that you've already put down. Okay, now I'm going back in and I'm going to put some more of this lovely red down, and I'm just letting it do its thing. Okay, if there's anything that you don't like, just rinse your brush out and just take it out, blot it out. But we want to get some interesting marks, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to very gently put some clean water down. As you can see, I've just caught that, and it's just ever so lightly just caught that. Now I'm just going to drop in the slightest essence of the blue paint and just drop it in there, just to give me some interest. Now I'm going to go into a deeper colour, and this is indigo blue. It looks quite dark, but I'm just going to again just drop that in. Now you can go as watery or as thick as you like, but make sure you just dot that on that line. And then if you go back in with a watery, just with plain water, if you just go in and just move that up and down the line that we put down with our pencil, and just, okay. Now what I like to do is I just like to get something something I can scratch into the paper with. Now if you want to, you can just, with your pencil, just lightly make these kind of scratchy marks. Okay, now when you think, yeah, I'm happy with that, I like what I've done, do I want to put any more in? You absolutely can. If you want to start to glaze, yeah, you can get your blue to give you some really nice mauvey effects. That's quite nice. So you can just play and explore. Now what I would urge you to do is to absolutely leave your work to dry, but I want to show you what I've done, so I'm going to very, very carefully take my washi tape off. Now this is bled under the paper, under the washi tape. I'm not worried about that, really not worried about that at all. And just take that off. Okay, now as you can see, we've got a very watery painting. I'll just move my paints out the way, and what we're going to do is we're just going to turn it round, so we can see what we've got. Now you might want to turn it around a few times just to see what you've got. Now I'm just going to just take this little bit out here, because for me it was just puddling just ever so slightly too much. And that's fine. I'm just going to try and pop that air bubble, which doesn't want to pop. Or is it an air bubble? Maybe not. Let's have a look. It was. So you can decide whether you like it that way or round the other way, but it gives a really lovely landscape with water. Now if you want to, you can put a bit of a wiggle in your horizon if you want to. That's quite good. That just changes it up a little bit for you, but it's a really lovely process to work with. I do hope you give it a go. This is the one that I painted earlier, and it's dry, so you can see the two alongside each other. This is still very, very wet, but it's a great way to unwind and just have fun with your paints. I do hope you give this a go. It's great fun, and I'll say goodbye and take care and see you again very soon. Bye.